Snowball Express is an organization that honors the memory of our fallen heroes. We bring together their spouses and their children for a weekend of fun and fellowship here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Each airport on a charter flight has a send-off, a big send-off. They'll have games going on, all types of stuff to entertain those families while they're waiting to get on that charter flight.
We have 10 charter Snowball flights, and they come from all over the United States. The flight attendants and the charter coordinators and pilots will decorate all of those airplanes and hang things from the ceiling, and there's a lot of fun activities and games.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose.
They serve snacks for us, they actually work the carts, they pick up trash, they make announcements, and I hope they enjoy it as much as we enjoy doing it with them.
We see them every year, the same people every year, and they love on us every year. It's not like it's a job. It's deep, and it shows. It's coming from the heart.
You've sacrificed so much so that all the rest of us here in this country can enjoy the freedoms that we have today. We can't ever adequately thank you enough, but we are going to try and do our best over the next few days here at Snowball Express.
When people ask us what Snowball is, it's a place where we're home. This is a place where our children are normal. It's a place where they're with people that completely understand what they have been through, what they go through, and what's yet to come.
I was there on arrival day when the planes hit the gates. I got to be there and watch them come in, cheer the kids on, watch the families, and help to coordinate how we get the families off and on the buses.
We have a bit of a parade. We have police escort, we have about 200 Patriot Guard riders, and then we have roughly 40 buses. They close the highway down in both directions. It's pretty awesome.
The walk gratitude, they walk down and we got families on all sides greeting them, saying thank you and all that. But then they have these balloons that we hand out to them, give them a marker, and they write a little something on that balloon to go up to see whoever is their lost loved one, to send them a message that they love them and they miss them.
It was pretty cool to write a little message and watch the balloons go up. And then it was amazing how all of them go at the same time and they float. So it's almost like, you know, the whole theory behind a soldier, you're all as one.
People had placards out saying, "We care, we love you. Thank you for your service." It made me feel like somebody understands, somebody loved me, and somebody loved my husband. And they do feel like his death was worth something. He was Sergeant First Class Neil Armstrong Prince. He died on June 11, 2005 in Iraq. He was a very good guy, not just as a husband or a father, but as a soldier.
On behalf of the mayor and the city of Fort Worth, we are proud to proclaim today Snowball Day in Fort Worth.
Fort Worth's Museum of Science and History, plus the Cowgirl Museum, which were right next to each other. They were able to go in and interact with a lot of their exhibits that were in those different places.
We went out to the Will Rogers Stadium. They got to learn all about horses.
We did a cutting horse demonstration, and there was interactive stuff. Kids were able to go out and learn how to rope a cow.
We did roping with a wooden bowl. It was really cool. And we played around the sand and stuff.
We went over to the Joint Reserve Base to watch Gary Sinise and the Lieutenant Dan Band, and he puts on a great show every single year.
There was 100, 150 kids right in front of that stage on the steps during his whole concert. He loves the kids of Snowball Express, and he won't leave until the last one has gotten his autograph or talked to him. Entertainment centers were, they had bowling, games that they could play. Some had laser tag, some had bumper cars. We split them up into 4 groups. That allowed these kids to do a lot in a short amount of time.
One of the events that we did while the kids were here was to take them to medieval times and experience the ultimate jousting.
Instead of the medieval time flags, we changed it into the service flags, which meant a lot to the families to be able to see that.
It was good food, although you had to use your hands. There were no utensils. My mom was a little upset about that because she's a nurse. There was like real weapons and stuff and horseback riding, and it was a fun show.
We have a kids lounge, basically 5 to 11-year-olds, and then our 12 to 18-year-olds. Those are to bring the kids in during our downtime at the hotel. We have a car simulator in the teen lounge so they can learn how to drive a race car.
In the teen lounges, they have ping pong, they have foosball, they have video games, they have the blow-up obstacle course thingies. They have like a mini dance floor with like a DJ and stuff.
The adult lounge, it's a quiet area basically for the moms and dads to go sit down and talk to each other.
We have chocolate, we have wine, you get to relate and you get to share stories and to be there for each other. And it makes you feel loved.
Another event that we do is the talent show every year. And these kids can do anything from dancing to singing or twirl a baton.
You never know what you're going to see in there. It is fantastic. They have a great time doing it, performing, and our families enjoy seeing them perform.
I was in the talent show. I played Marie Did You Know, and I messed up. My hands are really jittery.
I texted him afterwards and said, "You did very good. Your dad would be proud of you."
Closing ceremony, it's a little bit serious, but yet it's very light and happy, and to where they know we're here still supporting them through the holidays and into the next year.
All the events that we've been to just helps to more formulate that bond. You know, we hang out with the moms, they hang out with the kids, and we get to share each other's story. Because each story is still different, even though it's the same. That's why we're all Snowball families.
It's nice to be understood and to have people who can relate to you. They know what it's like, and they've been where you've been.
I'm grateful for those who do volunteer because they do make a big difference in our lives. They're very helpful. So it's very warming, the feeling that we get, that welcoming.
It makes my heart full. I really, really do appreciate everyone and everything that Snowball has done.